When we think about body language and communication, sometimes we will separate them out, like gesturing and nonverbals. We think that's not a part of communication, but they're so intertwined. And so people in some level will already demonstrate some dynamic in their communications. And so what we look for folks is a baseline. What's their baseline tendencies, their behaviors? How do they carry themselves on at a normal, everyday manner? And then if they're talking to someone, what happens to them in the moment? Are they calm, collected? Are they engaging you? Or do they have a tendency to look away or get nervous or do these what we call self-touch gestures? One part of the body will touch another part of the body and they don't even know they're doing it. They're like, I'm very good at what I do and I'm really glad that you've talked to me. They don't even realize that they're doing this as a soothing gesture to calm them down. We call it a pacifying gesture, a manipulator, or a self-touch gesture. All of these gestures are aimed at kind of soothing us. They're great for that, but they may be getting in the way of your success in the moment. So what we do is to take a baseline of your tendencies from head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And so then mixing that with your communications, whether you're doing a presentation, a pitch, a conversation like you and like I'm doing here, all of that can be loaded with tons of information to me. Tell me a lot by what you're doing. If you do very little with your body language, that tells me that's your baseline. So how can we work with that? If you're somebody who is gesture crazy, how do we work with that? And at the end of the day, our goal is not to transform you and to change you, but to highlight what you do well and kind of minimize what you don't do well, and then have you practice that in a way that it becomes second nature. The last thing we ever want is you to be so overtrained you come across as inauthentic, fake, and undermine your own message because you're trying to remember now's the time to gesture, now's the time to pause. And we see that, and those are the folks that get undermined by their nonverbals because they're thinking, I've been coached and I'll do this now, and it takes them out of the present, takes them out of the moment. The folks that really excel are those who move this into their subconscious, and that's what we aim to do, to get you to a place where you're comfortable, you know your material, and you get so comfortable that it's literally you can talk to anybody and dialogue with them in a way that's always building trust and rapport. And at the end of it, having that person come away with an understanding, a feeling who you are, and that on top of your competence, which everyone wants, they can trust you, and they're going to make decisions about you fast. So for you, the more you can take advantage of that first impression and not have to undermine yourself or do something that undermines that and then have to work against it. So right out of the gate, what are those things we can clear? What are those things we can enhance? And then having you coming across more powerfully in the moment from a sense of confidence, awareness, and having charismatic moments with someone you are talking to, whether it's professional, personal, or the most important conversations with our most intimate partner or children, all those things.